Now, to create your own precision trigger, it's really, really simple. So if I was to say to you, imagine a time that you felt really, really powerful, or really, really unstoppable, or really, really excited, or really, really relaxed. Insert whatever word or adjective that you want to create. So let's say that you want to feel really, really confident, or really, really playful or excited. So I could say, imagine a time when you felt really, really powerful. And once you get that in your mind's eye, it might be a previous memory or it might be as far back as childhood. Remember a time where you felt really, really powerful. And you want to remember a specific time that you felt really, really powerful. Once you remember that specific time that you felt really, really powerful, you can close your eyes if you feel comfortable. And I want you to go back to that time now and imagine, what does it look like? What does it feel like? And what does it sound like? What does it look like? What does it feel like? And what does it sound like? In that moment when you felt really, really powerful. Cool. Okay, so that's how you can take somebody through a little visualization into the past, the time when they felt a certain state. And what we're doing there is we are dialing up their senses, or what you can call submodalities. Those senses are, what does it look like? What does it feel like? What does it sound like? It just helps them get into a bit of a deeper, and they associate deeper into that moment. It's a little trick for visualization. So before you do that, they need to remember, or they need to design what their trigger will be, because they're going to now learn that. So when they do the trigger themselves, it's going to take them back and they will get that feeling. So let's say powerful for a lot of people is a fist pump, or it could be beating their chest. It could be something more subtle, power pose, hands on hips, anything you want. Something meaningful for you. So, but it wants to be something that you can replicate and do in public. Because we're going to do that process one more time. And then when you really associate into that moment, what does it look like, feel like, and sound like? At its highest point, you're going to fire that trigger. Let's say it's a fist pump. What does it look like, feel like, and sound like? Fire that fist pump. So the next time that you do the fist pump, that has a trigger for you. Remember, that's that feeling of confidence that I get. It gives you that structure. It gives you that ritual to control your state rather than your state controlling you. So let's do that process one more time. Remember that time, that specific time where you felt really really powerful. As you remember that time, what does it look like? What does it feel like? And what does it sound like? What are you noticing? I want you to really intensify those feelings of being really powerful, knowing what it looks like, feels like, and sounds like. And as it intensifies, I want you to triple and dial up that feeling and fire that anchor, that fist pump, or whatever that trigger is. And that's the process. You can replicate that process to any state. It could be a state of relaxation. It could be a state of confidence. You name it. And the trigger does not have to be physical. It could be anything. It could be a smell or a sound or something that you see. Certain teams that I've worked with have a visual trigger when they go into a certain area on match day, they will often have to go through something visual. So that triggers them into that state that they all agreed on, that they've worked that trigger out as a team. So that's a collective team trigger. You can play around with this tool and use these triggers. So this is the tool of precision triggering.